Hello everybody and welcome back. You may be wondering right now, how is Josh going to provide a postscript on a service on Sunday that he was not present for? Now, of course, I could have watched the service so that I could provide adequate commentary, reflection, and I was technically scheduled to be here on Sunday, albeit in a kind of recuperative mode, having traveled late night Saturday to return home. As it turns out, my flight was canceled and I did not arrive home until last night between 6 and 7 o'clock. So, what you're getting today though, as I spring back into action, is a look ahead. As you all know, today is Fat Tuesday or Shrove Tuesday, Mardi Gras, all the world that is connected to Christianity in some way acknowledges this day as the day before the beginning of Lent, which is marked by Ash Wednesday. And we will have a service of ashes tomorrow at noon. Now I realize that is not one of our highly attended services here, but we will have it nonetheless and stream it as well for those that are able to tune in via our live stream or watch it later on. You know, I don't think you have to necessarily tune in at noon tomorrow, but it might help you enter into this season with a bit of intentionality. Maybe even give yourself a moment to pause and reflect and consider what it is you're going to carry with you into the wilderness to consider and ponder. As we prepare our hearts and minds for Lent, this Sunday being the first Sunday, and a celebration of communion, which we always do the first Sunday of Lent, I got to thinking, we're on a journey here at church, and my wilderness is not necessarily your wilderness, but I think it's fair to say that we all will inhabit some kind of wilderness. It's also not to say that you only inhabit a wilderness for the 40 days of Lent. You may have been in a wilderness for years. This time, however, is a time that we try to create for you to focus on it, because very often we might be in a wilderness, but we don't have time to think about it. We're moving from one thing to the next. We're not taking the time to be intentional. We're not offered the liturgical moments that the season of Lent gives us. And so, regardless of where you might be, and regardless of how long you've been there, this season will demarcate, will give you some boundaries, and encourage you to spend time in those places. I can't say the same thing for the world. I can't say the same thing for other places in your life. But at First St. Andrews, we do want to honor this time. It's a time for you to connect with those wildernesses, with that journey that you are on or will soon be on. And we want to provide some resources along the way. So I hope that what you'll find going forward are moments of reflection, song selection, some of which can be quite painful and challenging. But I hope that nevertheless, as you journey with us towards the cross and eventually to Easter, that you don't try to rush it. Yes, we're all anxious to get out of the bitter cold. We're anxious to experience more of the sunlight that we've had over the last few days. But don't rush this. Spring, summer, all that will be here soon enough. And of course, liturgically, we'll have Easter. We'll have Pentecost, right? We'll have all the other seasons to come. But don't rush Lent. Let the wilderness be what it is. Let it teach you. Let it instruct you. Give yourself space. Be encouraged by us to do just that, because I believe that you're going to be able to experience insight and awareness unlike you're able to have outside of these structured times. So journey with me, journey with us. We are all going into our wildernesses, but we don't go it alone. And I give thanks for that. And I give thanks for you being present today. And I look forward to seeing you next week for a proper postscript on our service on Sunday.